in the last episode, we continued our feast with the king, or soon-to-be king, currently the chieftain of the Bear Clan. We continued doing our festivities, yada yada. Bordy goes to bed because he's drunk. We basically just discuss with the Jarl what's going on, or the chieftain Jarl, whatever we're calling him. What our travel north is to Galahorn, what it's going to look like. Until everyone retires for the evening except for me. I'm drunk and I gotta pee. I go outside. Igni goes outside, takes a pee, and all of a sudden is assaulted by an unknown creature of probably the Shadow Realm. And then Igni is able to resist the creature somehow by rolling very good rolls, fights it off, and it dissipates into nothingness. And then I run away into the house, to the longhouse. I wake everybody up. I'm like, something just tried to kill me. And then everyone's like, okay, stop freaking out. And then Igni goes to bed, everyone else goes to bed, and we retire for the evening. And yeah, that's about it, I think. I don't know if I missed anything.
Igni.
Hi. Yes.
Are you starting to talk to the trees like Bordy?
To the trees? No.
What are you rolling over there?
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
What?
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
The time has come for everyone to go to fucking sleep and wake up in the morning.
So,
Yes.
as we discussed last time as well, there was a wailing noise outside the exterior that we don't remember if you covered that or not. Wailing outside the exterior when you came in which case guard sort of shifts were discussed, I believe. Bordy was already passed the fuck out because he was drunk as fuck. Fern retired
Even
as well.
sleeping on the table.
Yes. Even was sleeping on the table, I think, nearly butt-ass naked for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Odd, what were you doing?
Sleeping in the hallway. Pulled out my blankets and bedding into the hallway and was...
Okay. And the morning, even had requested an audience if the chieftain could use contacts, whatever, to pull a representative of the Icy Crows for wisdom, I believe.
Yeah, requested an audience
Yes.
for guidance from the Icy Crows. It was for Odd and Bote.
Fuck. Okay.
Well, we're all included. But
No, I rolled a d20 and got a result. We're all gonna die. You all eventually descend into slumber, keeping mindfulness of the occurrences that had transpired this evening with the knowledge that Igni had bestowed upon you all, as well as thoughts about the journey upcoming and the hardships to follow, and the thought process in regards to transcending into the icy black abyss of the sea to transcend over into the other continent, as well as perhaps the benefits and perils of traversing said continent as well. Thankfully, the night goes off without a hitch. You all sleep soundly. Those of you that are choosing to do so. The rest of you maintaining certain watches until you yourselves slide into a slumber. And everyone awakens one at a time to the wood logs being thrown about the fire by one of the king's men, adding more logs to the flame to make sure that it burns brightly for the rise of the sun.
Dark mode will be soon. I will get dressed and start donning my armor.
Okay. Odd, you awaken in your current predicament. Igni, you awaken in your bed as well. And you hear Bordy still snoring.
Of course, he's still asleep. I'm gonna get out of bed and get dressed and get ready for the day.
Well, Bordy, you're still
Bordy is
sleeping.
being super fucking loud.
Yeah, he's being super loud.
Yeah.
Is he in like the next room from me, or
Yep.
is he like in the same room?
He's in the same bed as you.
No. No.
Wrong Brokeback Mountain.
No, that's Alder.
Wait.
Odd,
well, I'm
even.
gonna go check.
Go ahead.
I said, well, we got medium armor, so it doesn't take that long
No.
to dawn. I would go fucking start to wake up the 2 people that aren't awake and moving around yet, because I can see brother. I give him a thumbs up. Odd. I will get to Bordy if you want to get Alder.
Okay, will do. I'll put my any blankets I use from the room back in it. Pack
Okay.
up my own stuff.
All right. While that is transpiring, Igni, you have fully clothed yourselves and have stepped outside your room. And you see even an Odd conversing and then Odd rolling up things in his own little square.
I'm gonna go find Bordy.
You can hear him.
And you see even approaching with a bucket of water.
I see even approaching, but I'm gonna bang on Bordy's door really loudly.
Oh, okay. No, doesn't wake up.
Nope. All right.
Oh. Oh no.
I see it. I open the door. Is it locked? Or...
Bordy, did you lock the door?
I
If you don't remember, then the answer is no.
drunk as hell.
No,
so
you did not.
no.
Okay.
All right. I open the door and allow Even to go inside.
Even, you have entered the room face to face with a slobbering, slumbering, bubbles coming out from mouth, Bordy, face down on his pillow, head arched this way.
Yeah. I prepare the bucket of water to throw on Bordy.
The bucket is prepared.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god. All right.
You just
Well,
throw the
I
whole
mean,
bucket.
it's kind of an automatic like coup de grace effect here because it's not like his armor class is gonna be.
I could have thrown the whole bucket if
Awaken!
my fucking nat failed and like knocked him fucking unconscious in his sleeping stupor. But I wanted to make sure, like,
So what was
I
your
splashed
intent,
him with
sir?
water.
What was your intent?
to splash him with the water in order to wake him up. Like,
Okay,
all
I
in the
want
fucking face.
you to describe in great detail, since your nat 20 was there, how exactly this is going to transpire, and then I will tell you the reaction. And Bordy, you'll take it away in your RP fashion.
Are you asleep on your stomach or on your back?
I'm fucking slumped stomach.
He's
All right, cool. So as I approach the bed, I look and peer and pull the covers back over Bordy's head. So that way his chest and shoulders and face is exposed. And then I move the pillow so his face is sitting there. And then I pour the water, not like dump the whole thing, but like enough to be almost like waterboarding him. With no blanket and stuff on his head, just continue to like pour water on his face.
Okay.
Like out of a bucket.
Are you trying to awaken him gently or shockingly?
I'm trying to shock him into the simulation of drowning.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to wake him up, but it's funny because he drank too much, so he needs to drink water. So this is like, hey, you need to take it in moderation or else you're going to fucking drown. So even if he wakes up and starts splashing around, I'm going to continue to pour the water on him.
Okay.
Give me a number between 1 and 12.
Well, that's easy. I'll roll a d12. 6. Correction.
Okay.
Correction. 9.
Okay, that's fine.
Take it away, Bordy.
It's continue to go.
Yeah, you're globuling.
All right, the bucket's empty.
I'm gonna even what the fuck?
It's time to rise. If you inebriate yourself too much with indulgence, then you will be like this and not be able to prepare for combat. We need you in clear mind, Porty.
I almost blew you up.
You almost blew me up.
You hear a big slam as Fern slams shut the door and has a very agitated look on her face. Well, now that everyone in the whole fucking area is awake, Bordy.
It's time to rise anyway. Before the sun comes.
You see she's pulled her hair back into an elaborate, ornate braid. And she has on warm furs along with like the coating of like very thick leather. And now a visible sword at her side as well. So she stomps off towards the fire.
Okay.
You be good, Porty. You are right. I clap Porty on the shoulder and be like, "Get up, young man. We've got this."
I was already getting up and don't have to. Jesus, I'm not a child. I'm going over to the fire. I'm fucking soaked. Fucking bullshit. I think I pissed myself.
I had to wash away the urine.
Hey, Odd, you're done packing up and you're hearing this entire commotion, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, looking for Alder. How many rooms are back here? How many, like
32.
Good.
10.
21.
So it wouldn't take me that long to figure out.
No, you'll look and you'll actually open the door and he is not there.
Yep.
Nice.
So Bordy,
Yes. Ugh. Oh,
N-
guts.
next time you might want to go outside like Igni if you're gonna piss yourself instead of just covering yourself in piss.
I don't think it's piss. I think it's just water. But my shirt is fucking soaked. Ugh.
You might
We
want
have
to
to
go.
walk today.
Oh yeah, out in the cold. You might want to go stand by the fire.
That's what I was doing, you wise mind-reading bastard.
And brother,
Yes.
uh, while you were in your state on the table, did you see Alder or any animals pass by in the night?
I didn't hear a thing.
Well, he has either gone and done morning chores or has slipped out to not go on this journey with us.
Once again, we've lost another party member. That is not. No, you're on.
Unless the chieftain has sent him on something.
Must be
Well-
tending to the flowers.
I heard he was going to build
Oh.
some stairs somewhere.
Some stairs. What? I would.
It was a joke, you fucking idiot. I'm sorry. I'm cranky.
I have a hangover too, so
It's not a hangover. I'm fucking drenched. I was woken
That
up
is
by
pretty
a
funny.
6-foot-tall naked man swinging his dick out in front of me, and now I am soaked. I thought this was your specialty.
You have some weird dreams.
I wish it wasn't.
I walk
Wait,
over
no,
and
stop,
place
wait,
my
wait.
hands on
Never happened.
Wardy's shoulders and whisper in his ear from like behind while he's at the fire. Presto. To dry and warm his clothes.
Your clothes, despite the flame only being a recent development, suddenly begin to undampen and wisp away as the blotches.
You know, it's more disappointing that I didn't think about that.
I know. And I just disappear back. Just I slowly like lean back and my fingertips just scrape off his shoulders.
you fool.
Ugh, God.
Fern just looks over and is just like, you can tell that there's a certain vibrational energy coming from her, and it's not a very positive one. There's not a lot of looking forward to the journey.
I turn to Fern and I shoot her a wink.
She scratches her mustache.
Let's roll a flat charisma check.
Boy,
I don't think charm is a thing. That's a spell.
something I have 0 at.
You have no game.
Let's go. I got no bitches. Let's go.
Just a charisma.
Oh,
Did you get a?
That's a 4. That's a 4.
Well, it has the desired effect.
I have no bitches.
You see Fern look at you. She scowls, and you see her hand go to her hilt.
I'll just put my hands up and be like, just kind of back away.
On that note, I'm gonna grab the fucking little dude that runs back and forth, fucking putting the fire and fucking prepping the breakfast and all the other stuff, and tell him to bring 3 fucking hot ciders, fucking 5 hot ciders.
You what? No. What? Huh?
I need 5 hot ciders, no alcohol.
Okay. And he darts.
When the chieftain arrives, our soon-to-be new king, after we form our alliance, we shall see if he has procured our visitation to the Icy Crows. It's been a while since you've seen him, haven't it, brother?
Oh,
Since
yes.
we
It
departed.
has been. And a lot has happened since then.
Maybe they could provide guidance for us, Fern, for our journey.
She just kind of shakes her head and just kind of looks off in an off-putting direction. Not really staring at anyone, just kind of staring at the wall.
I go and I have a seat at the table.
Wow. But she does kind of smirk a little bit and pull out that little globe that fucking Bordy had.
That only lasted an hour.
Got 2 motherfuckers trying to riz her up. That's funny.
It only lasts an hour?
It only lasted an hour.
Not today?
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. Fuck you, you stupid bitch.
Does it require concentration?
It does.
Hey,
But not today, apparently.
Hey, I'm not after her anyway. I'm after her sister.
She will never be a king while I'm around, you son of a bitch.
Hold on, is this in character dialogue?
Yes, I came over to Igni and I'm whispering this to him after seeing him try to riz up fucking
Yeah, so this is
Fern
character.
with his wink. Because I was going to give him disadvantage on that wink, honestly, but that worked too.
You're gonna give me disadvantage.
Yes, I was absolutely going to, but I didn't get a chance. Fuck you, Igni.
All right.
Piece of shit.
Is there anything else anyone is conversing or having a discussion about before any kind of impending arrival or into the next course of action? Okay.
Nope.
You gather around the fire. Some time transpires. Fern again stays quiet. You guys have your little, mutual conversations. Or the little guy comes back with 3,
5. I changed it to
5 ciders. 5 ciders, and puts them on the table, and then gestures like this.
I pick them up and I hand one to my brother. I walk over and I hand one to Fern while staring at Bordy.
What? Oh, is this for us?
Yes. With you.
Fern kind
Who else is it for?
of looks up, gives a little meek smile, and then grabs it.
Is it apples?
It could be.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation just in case.
To do what?
To make it taste like apples.
You're not even going to taste
Well,
it as the chef made it.
Well, cider And apples, well, okay. Very well.
Barty's a little stupid today.
You're not even going to taste it as it was brewed.
I'm sorry,
That's
you're
just-
not
that's
even from this
disrespectful.
land. Are you some sort of
Disrespectful.
cultural genius now? Are
I
you
know
some
how
sort of
things work.
professional chef?
While
I
they're
don't think you
arguing-
do, 'cause
Yes,
you don't
while they're
seem to
arguing.
shut your accent off.
While they're
Whatever we're-
arguing, I'm gonna walk by Bordy, touch his cup, cast Presto, and make it taste like lemon.
Okay, got it. Keep arguing.
Hey, Igni, how close are you to me right now?
We'll
You
say
walk
I'm
over
gonna
to him, so
I'm
y'all
gonna
are
chair
like,
down.
I'm gonna take a sip of this hot lemon cider, immediately react negatively because this is not what I expected, and I'm gonna spit it out, and unfortunately, in Igni's direction. Just fucking go. Oh,
Make an attack
disgusting.
roll,
God.
dexterity wise. Yes. I don't know
Wait,
what
roll.
that's it.
Natural 20.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh, my AC is 13, so obviously he
Okay, Bordy, you tell me what happens here.
So I'm going to take a big old gulp, expecting the nice, refreshing taste of apple cider. And since it is now hot lemon cider, because what sick motherfucker would come up with that idea, I'm going to immediately just all into Igni's eyes, just because he's sitting there as we're having this argument, and he's just getting it hot lemon cider right to the eyeballs.
Hold on, I gotta roll this.
How much
Okay.
damage? What
No damage. No, Fern is dying right now. She is.
I'm gonna,
What's
sit next
lemons
to
in
my
fucking-
brother and just like nudge him. I'm like,
in a fight action, I'm
Uh-oh.
fucking
Oh, we're losing
40.
them.
In
We
a
heard nothing you said.
yeah, in a
I'm
what?
gonna like just fucking wildly swing like as like fight or flight reaction. I'm just gonna fucking wildly swing at fucking Bordy. Cause my eyes, I'm in fucking. this fucking
You can
hurts.
roll with disadvantage.
Roll with disadvantage. Let's go.
I'm gonna cast silvery barbs on that. Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. He's already got
It's a
disadvantage.
reaction. You know what? You are still fucking spitting out lemon shit. So
Oh, that's a that's a 3.
Oof.
okay. Well, let's see who else you hit.
Oh no, it's over. It's so over. It's so over.
You gotta fucking
Oh my
knock Fern the
God.
fuck out, dude.
You'll never be king.
Yeah, I'm having a bad day.
No, you're good.
Oh.
You reactionary swing, but do not connect with anything but air as you savagely try to remove the lemon cider from your eyes. Your vision becomes clear, and Bordy, you finish choking.
Why is it lemon flavored?
And Fern,
I'm
I'm punching Odd in his arm right now, laughing.
Even what?
You
Did you do this?
you see Fern
No, but it's
just.
fucking funny.
Mm.
Yes, I did.
Why?
To keep you on your toes, Borty. You are the one that is supposed to be observant of all things that are
But it was
tingly.
supposed to be warm apple cider. Now it's contaminated by this citrusy piece of shit.
Change it back.
Bordy,
Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. Presto!
Bordy.
So in this progress,
You-
we know that he's in a drunken hangover status. So
You
We
son
should
of a
just
bitch for
fucking with
spinning
him.
it in my direction. For spinning it in my direction. And you son of a bitch even for fucking making it lemon. What is wrong with you?
What did you want me to do? Ingest this
I'm
disgusting
not
concoction?
spitting in my direction. You had
You
everywhere
had-
else to go.
I
The
didn't-
whole
there was no time.
degree
There was
of-
no
oh.
time.
At
It's
this
almost
point, the door opens and you see that two tall, horned helmet gentlemen in furs come and split, and then the chieftain walks in, and he looks
Right.
up and he sees. He kind of just scans and looks. You see Fern kind of like, "Oop," and he kind of just looks, and then he kind of like looks like, and then looks at Igni's soaked face with lemon cider dripping from it. And then kind of just
Tension on deck.
peers.
Even stands to greet the y'all.
And even in the state of, while he's scanning and all that, I'll lean over to Fern and be like, this smile and this moment is what you hold on to in the days to come. And then step forward up with my brother.
Ominous.
Oh, it's about to get dark. Oh no.
Well, I mean, it's odd. He's a very dark individual.
It's like, this will be the last happiest moment of your entire life.
I am the yin to his yang.
You're never
for
going to
all
see
of
that
us.
again.
I mean, the goddamn Raven wanted his patron. It's like, oh shit. So you stand. The chieftain goes to clasp your arm. Oh, hang on.
No, I'm good. I'm still here.
Chieftain goes to clasp your arm as a sign of respect and friendship.
Brother.
Are we ready?
It's always Richie.
Ready as we can be.
I have made the arrangements that you've asked. I have him waiting outside for you. Do you have your provisions packed and ready?
I look around. We would need mounts, if possible. Or skis.
You see him stop and kind of strain. Where is Alder?
He was not in his room this morning. I did not know if you sent him out yourself, chieftain.
No.
Hey, we thought he was with you.
This is strange.
And I slept in the hallway and my brother slept on the table and he did not pass by either of us.
I would not think him to be a coward in the eyes of the gods. But there is no foul play in his room?
Did not appear to be. I did a quick scan. I didn't go into the room.
We will keep a watchful eye, but the journey must continue. The plans are already set in motion.
Aye.
Perhaps even
Huh?
a prayer to Odin, perhaps.
For a journey and for Alder's safe return.
Perhaps for both.
First, we shall seek the guidance of the icy crows, and then we will give our prayer to Odin. And a small sacrifice, if you can provide one.
That can be arranged. Do you have a preference?
Boar would be nice, but if we can't find one, then anything will do.
Then allow me not to delay you any further. Your counsel awaits outside.
Oh, my chieftain, before we proceed further, I would just like to say quickly, last night before we headed to bed, we were assailed by an unknown creature. Tried to attack me in the dead of night. It may have something to do with Alder's disappearance. I do not know, but I would recommend to keep your guard up in the days to come.
My friend, this does not surprise me, as reports of this have been permeating from the south for quite some time. I imagine what you encountered last night would probably be of the same description.
It was
Freak me out.
It was a beast. It had believe it had tentacle-like features, and it tried to assail my mind, I think, with some sort of power. But we were able to beat it off. But it did escape.
Do you have tales of spirits where you come from, Outlander?
Aye, that we do. That we do.
Here we generally refer to them as Draugr. And I'm sure that's what you encountered last night. And I'm sure that's what we are encountering in the south.
It's possible. Though, if you speak of a creature of the undead, a spirit, I would not believe that to be the same thing. It would not match up with the stories I've heard. But regardless, I would advise keep a weather eye out.
Oh, I was making sure that was the completion of your sentence.
Yes.
He looks at the rest of you. You see Fern kind of just, we'll say not as eagerly, but just kind of like reluctantly just kind of start making a beeline for the doorway.
I'm going to finish my cider and then follow suit. Still a little miffed.
I shall also proceed out the door.
Even nod.
I'm following.
I'll excuse myself from this chieftain and I'll follow out.
Okay. Bordy, I imagine you're taking your drink with you.
I finished it before I left.
Okay, so you're going to stay there for a minute
Yes.
by yourself.
Well, I
Just-
mean, I
just so-
figured there wasn't.
Chugging it.
Oh,
I figured there wasn't much left.
He's
I'm like
slamming it.
The last,
Got it.
the
got
last sip I didn't spit on Igni is just gonna.
it. So
sit.
essentially, you're all going outside together. It's just you're just making sure you finish your fucking drink first. Yeah, got it. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, he needs that apple.
You need some apples.
Again, as you proceed outside, the coldness hits you like a blast of water to the face. And this white engulfs you as the sun crests and reflects off the sunlight almost in a blinding fashion. The snow is a light snowfall, almost like dust-like sprinkles. But the sky is relatively clear and blue, what you can see beyond the snow blindness that is attempting to affect you. The temperature drop is enough to send a chill down your spine initially, but due to your clothing provisions, it will suffice. And as you proceed on, you see, besides the smoke of fires keeping things
Did he turn around or did he walk away? Oh, there he is.
hang on. Okay. All right. Where was I?
Walk
Out-
outside. It
Exterior.
was cold.
We are out.
So, you proceed outside. Amongst the fires and the warmth and the smoke pillars, you see the general populace mewing about, either patrolling or stroking fires or beating hammers to anvils, things of that nature. And outside, you see a fur-lined, cloaked figure with a large crooked staff, but also bird feathers adorn said furs. And the individual has a hooded cloak, but you can tell underneath the cloak is long, flowing black hair, along with bird feathers also adorned in said hair. And pale, cold blue eyes, as if piercing into your soul, reflect back at you underneath this hood.
I'm going to grab a sprig of evergreen from one of the trees right there, like a small 8 to 10 inch piece of evergreen. I'm going to stick it in my belt. I'll approach the figure.
Real quick, out of game, is my exhaustion points of exhaustion have gone away?
Everyone's exhaustion has gone away. Yes.
Awesome.
Each one of you got a decent night's sleep.
Do we recognize this person, or do I recognize this person?
No.
Since I spent a little time with them.
No.
Okay.
You approach, and he stands almost just expecting you guys to collapse in.
Head over with even.
As approach, I bow my head just slightly. See you.
Warrior.
I look to my brother.
Not. I'll nod my head at him.
Seeing both of them do this, I'm gonna kind of overreact and bow a little formal ass bow just out of hang. I'm like, oh, we're doing this.
Ohio.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Tracking.
Minasan, ohayou gozaimasu.
Igni.
I hope your journey was well.
It was. The chieftain said you sent for me. What do you seek?
Excuse.
Now, I'll actually recock that. You are starting to recognize him now, Odd, but it's been quite some time.
We were looking for guidance or help upon the path. We also have a young gifted person that wanted to ask you a few questions.
What gifts?
I place my hand on Bordy's shoulder and I kind of like ease him up a little bit next to me.
Oh, he's special, all right.
Do I just do the thing?
Chaotic and with no self-control.
I feel like that's a little bit harsh. I have moderate control over this. I don't feel like anything's been out of my control so far. Mostly.
He almost kind of smiles and goes, "What is your question?"
I just would like to have some good insight into maybe the origins of this, just for my own sanity's sake. because there seem to be a lot of interesting things happening in the world, and Bordy is very confused.
He raises a hand, strokes his black goatee, and then reaches a hand to place upon your forehead.
What?
Upon his touch, you feel nothing, but then he pulls his hand back and almost smiles. The gods work in mysterious ways, young Bordy. And
Wait,
the
did I tell him his
gods... No, you have not. The
shit.
gods have determined to influence through you in very chaotic ways. What you have is by God touch.
Right, but to which god per se? If there was one specific one.
The energies that flow through you are mischievous indeed. I'm sure perhaps you can figure that out.
So it was Loki.
But there's something else.
Mm.
Something else from a time...
Even I think they're talking about Valley. I think they're talking about Valley.
A time long ago that has its origins in ancient history.
Even they're definitely talking about Valley. Wait, you got all that just from touching my forehead?
He just kind of smirks.
They are wise and powerful indeed.
Our journey to Galahorn.
There's a reason they're called seers, Bordy.
Because they
They
see very
see.
well.
I cover my eyes.
He can't see very well right now with his eyes covered.
There's no time for jokes.
What is your
Sorry.
question, even?
We shall begin our journey today to head to Galahorn in order to seek alliance with them. My question is, will it be fought with perils, or shall we have a safe journey? And if so, what can we do ourselves to ensure victory upon our alliance?
You see him take a sharp inhale, and he closes his eyes, and he leans back slightly. The path you seek is certainly fraught with peril. You will face adversaries along your way, both of this realm and of the next. Your trust amongst each other will be tested. There are many outcomes to this. Should you persevere, it will only be the beginning of even more dangerous and arduous trials merely upon setting sail. The course of action and guidance that I can provide let there be no secrets. For there will be much revelation that will test the foundation of trusts amongst your circle. And that is what I can provide you.
Does he extend his hand, palm up, or no?
He simply clasps his stave and then just plants it.
Okay. All right. I take a step back. I've asked my question.
He just kind of glazes his glance over the rest of you.
I will step forward. Not
And-
sure what to say. Well, my question would be to you, dear seer. The man I seek, you may know him or not. The wolfhound is. I must find him. Is he alive? Is he around? Do I seek him, though I cannot find him? It's been a long time. Is he. Will I find him ever? Or will I be met without closure?
Igni, you will not find the wolfhound. The wolfhound will find you. And that will be a central focus of the trust you all must have with each other.
Figures. Thank you.
If you maintain your course of action, you will undoubtedly encounter him. Now, what is interesting is the ending that you have preordained may not be the ending that you choose.
I see.
That is where your paths splinter and web. And I have fulfilled your question.
Step back.
He glances over at Odd.
I'll nod my head at him. Fern, do you have anything you need to ask?
She kind of looks hesitant. And she reluctantly takes a step forward. And she kind of is hesitant. And he looks. And then he looks back at the rest of you all. And he looks back at her. And you see her eyes go wide. And then she like backs up quickly and then just goes back to where her place was.
There, yeah. Everything okay?
And then he looks back at Odd.
All I have for you is to thank you for guiding me when I was younger. And thank you for overseeing us today.
How do I want to do this? All right. It's time to put that player knowledge versus character knowledge to the test. We're going to go ahead and just trust everybody here, because why not? Odd, you hear a voice inside your head. And it says, she will be the catalyst at which your trust is tested.
I see.
And he just nods. And you see him look. And he pivots slowly and begins to walk.
Well, that was ominous. Fern, is everything okay there?
I'm fine.
Ominous. That was insightful on many levels.
You just give me a little weird vibe.
You're the only one who is ominous there, Bordy.
Do you like the taste of lemon?
I'll make you like the taste of blood. Keep asking that question.
Oh, that's not the line for today. Oh no. Well, I'll get back to you on that last one.
We have a sacrifice to Odin to make.
We'll have plenty of time in the future to taste blood.
If I split lip or otherwise.
Don't stop saying the B word. Oh.
Turns into a serpent of corn today.
Are you getting the tingles over there, Bordy? It's
You
been a little
actually
while.
are getting a little bit of a dull tingle.
Uh-oh.
So you remember, even when you convinced me to eat that heart?
I
been-
remember suggesting it, yes.
Suggesting.
I'm not gonna lie, I woke up today and I don't know why, but I can't stop thinking about it.
Sometimes when you consume the blood of your enemies, as I did the werebear's heart, or the cursed bear's heart, you will gain the strength of their enemy.
So the next time we decide to kill something, I would like to take a second to harvest them.
Well,
Just so we're not caught off guard.
Now you're another creature entirely. What the hell is
I
wrong
am
with you?
trying to be honest with you. I don't know what it is, okay? I knew it was going to be weird, but I figured it'd be smarter if I let you
They
know
say
now.
honesty is the best policy, but oh my.
Would you rather me just rip somebody's heart out and then start eating it? I'm trying
I-
to fight an urge here.
Borty, I understand.
I don't.
I pat him on the shoulder and I turn and walk towards the longhouse.
Okay.
I honestly would have rather you not told us that. Then if you had eaten someone else's heart, it would have been comical and not terrifying.
This isn't a fucking joking me. I'm feeling really
the part
weird
that
right
you
now.
just missed that I said out loud was the part that I ate the heart of the werebear and walked off and said, I understand. So
Oh.
I just said
I
that out
didn't-
loud that I just consumed
Oh,
a human heart.
I'm aware. I'm aware. I just fucking too busy bashing him.
Yeah. I think that fucking
That did not process in Iggy's head.
Okay.
Anyway, we shouldn't delay anymore. We should begin our journey. Sacrifice time.
You see Fern following in step with Even as quickly as possible. Still, like, in her own internal head. As for the rest of you...
I'm following to the sacrifice.
Okay.
I will watch the Icy Crow shamble off, walk off, and that as soon as I hear
Bye.
them a few steps away, I'll turn and follow as the last person.
Noted. Igni.
I shall also follow.
I
Along
will
the
follow
way.
you. Okay.
You
You all proceed
are my
inside,
friend.
and you see Fern kind of step off to the side. And you see the chieftain has assumed his position. And the tables are, at this point, filled with people eating and small discussions being had. And you see the chieftain pointing with a map unfurled in front of him and having a discussion with other individuals as they approach him. And he is indicating and pointing at certain locations and whatnot while sitting. And he looks up at you and says, "Ah! Did you receive the guidance you sought?"
I nod.
That we did.
You see him go, "Good. And we could not find a boar, but we have a goat."
Interesting.
Did they bring in an altar slab or a table for this?
Yes.
Okay. The goat's obviously going to be tied and lays up there. Do they have a sacrificial knife, or do I have to provide one?
You...
Odd.
They do not have one.
Oh.
We have a very fancy knife, though.
I'll provide you the knife, brother.
Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh!
Might be getting real
Is
fancy
this
back
going to Odin or somebody else?
It could go to both. So
there.
I walk up to the goat and I rub my hand across
the
the belly, up its neck to its head, and I pull the horns back and I expose its neck and I beckon for my brother to come forward.
I'll reach inside my thing and I'll summon forth a
Rest-
ceremonial dagger.
You see everyone kind of get quiet. And they all look.
And I'll walk up there.
I'll let you do the sacrifice. Odin, whose might is greater than the mountains, protect us from our foes. Odin, whose strength is greater than the seas, shield us from those who seek to harm us. Odin, whose power is greater than the heavens, carry our burdens and lighten our loads. Let thy wisdom guide us in our path in darkness. Let thy knowledge be our shield. Let thy power be our spear. Odin, I ask that you watch over us in these times of troubles, to protect us in the face of our foes. Odin, I ask you that you shield us from those who attempt to hurt us. Grant us the power and wisdom so that we may protect ourselves and others. And should our strength falter, let not my foes have the upper hand. Carry our souls with honor through the eternal battlefields, so we may stand side by side in the hall of Valhalla. Shield our bodies from every arrow, and grant us the power to live by your code, to never give up and to never yield. Odin, I ask that you protect us with your wisdom, and let us hold out until we are victorious. And I nod to Odd.
I'll look up, thinking in my head to the Raven One, may this give you strength, and I'll slit its throat.
Why is there black smoke coming from the goat? Guys?
Oh my god.
I grab the bowl and I catch the blood.
The blood
Incredible.
is caught.
I pull
Oh, Bordy, you got the tingles like a motherfucker now. It's almost
I
overpowering.
am extremely thirsty looking at this blood.
I pull the spruce from my belt,
The spruce is pulled.
and I dip it in the blood, and I turn and look at the Jarl, and I sprinkle it on him. And I turn and I look at my brother, and I sprinkle it on him. And I turn and I walk to Igni, and I sprinkle it on him. And then I turn and walk to Fern, and I sprinkle it on her. And I turn and walk over to Bordy, and I sprinkle it on him. I turn, I hand the sprig to my brother, and I hold the bowl.
Okay.
Anytime today, Odd.
I'm just, you see me like I grab it, but I'm just like staring at Bordy.
Looking at him fucking quizzically. What the fuck?
And I sprinkle it on my brother.
You don't feel that?
I walk up to the Jarl with the bowl, offer it to him to see if he'll sip.
He looks and he gives you almost the stoic stare as the chieftain blends away and the warrior within him surfaces. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I caught that motherfucker. All right. Yes, he will engage in the drink.
Yes.
I walk to Odd first.
Okay.
After the chieftain, offer him.
I will partake. Will I take a drink?
I
I'll
take
be right back.
Igni.
I will sip.
I take it to Fern.
She looks at it questioningly, like,
Hemdale follows the All Father. It is just a blessing.
she hesitantly takes a sip.
I walk in front of Bordy and I hold the bowl. Now I go first. I take a sip.
You gotta watch him presto that shit.
And I hand the bowl to Bordy to offer him a sip. Are we on pause, Bordy? Bordy!
He had to step
Yeah.
away for something.
All right, we're gonna go ahead.
Blood
I'm
for the
gonna,
blood
I'm gonna
god.
Even
cut the
approaches you
recording
with the
there.
bowl, and he like looks at you, and he takes a sip from the bowl, and he offered the bowl of blood to you.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm fucking slurping
You're
it
last.
all
Everybody's already sipped.
down. I'm finishing it. I will finish it. The whole bowl.
Roll a Constitution check.
Yeah. Damn, I really wish I'd saved that nat 20 for now.
Am I original?
So can I I'm gonna use
Oh,
fuck. Can I use that now?
Yeah.
Am I sexual?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's not
do
part
I
of it.
have-
yeah, you might want to re-roll that.
Come on, Bordy.
So-
Come on, Bordy. Come on, Bordy. Come on, Bordy.
I'm gonna use bend luck to add 2 sorcery
Just
points.
hold on,
Just add a
freeze.
D4 to that.
What did you get?
Oh wait, I have inspiration. I got a 2.
Oh yeah, you do have inspiration.
I do have inspiration. Can I roll with advantage on that?
It's not inspiration is used in regards to
Or reroll fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let it this time. Generally, inspiration is used towards something in regards to a skill or ability check, not a natural. Not like this is just to see other like dealing with something that you're imbibing. It kind of doesn't really fall. Like you can't inspire your constitution to.
Even
I,
though he
I,
inspired me
I,
to
I
scorch this
guess
down.
you could be like, hey, I'm gonna suck it the fuck up. You know. So yeah.
I am
As
excited
he,
to start
as he
this.
chugs it, do I perceive that he's getting ready to be sick? Because then I will just cut my hand over his fucking mouth.
Roll your fucking goddamn inspiration.
Hey,
ahead.
natural 20. There it is. All
Right.
right. Woo.
No,
Wow,
he
fuck.
downs it without any incident. Almost as if a beaming light shines through him because he was able to consume it.
I take the bull back from him.
Ah!
I fucking walk over and set the bull next to the thing. I turn and be like, do we have mounts or skis?
You request for skis was able to be procured. However, I do not have the mounts to spare.
Ah. Well, if they don't know how to ski, they will learn that today. I bow my head and I turn. I raise my hands to see if everyone cheers.
You see them raised and toast, and you hear the reverberation of the for Odin, and then it just and then it finally simmers down. And the chieftain says, your request is also waiting outside for you. I have an individual standing by them. If you are ready to proceed on your journey, then there is nothing else to do.
I clasp hands with the chieftain.
He returns the gesture.
Ah, may Odin guide you. And I turn and clap my brother on the back and walk towards the door.
That imbibing, upon completion, the flame flickers violently. You feel a sharp tingle rise again there, Bordy, and then it subsides. Odd if you're here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually kind of funny. You are still not on camera in my retrospect. Hang on.
Okay, click the button. Click on the
Yes.
photo and then click off.
You said when the flame
go.
rise, I got the tingle?
When the flame flickered violently, and then there was almost like a small poof of greenish black flame discoloration, and then it returned back to its orangey reddish hue. And odd, the dagger pulsated slightly, and then resumed its normal functionality.
Hell no.
I'll take the dagger. I'll put it back in and dismiss it. So I'm not doing it like right out in the open in front of everybody.
The dagger itself departs back into the realm from which it can be drawn from again. And the chieftain gestures to the door. Damn it all. Not tramadol, damn it all.
Are there like candles lit on the tables, stuff like that? Anything like that, or is it just
No,
hearth fire?
it's just the natural hearth fire in the center of the room.
Okay.
It's the only light source. So everyone's kind of like looking around a little bit, like, you know, you hear murmurs of signs from the gods and all this other things. Omens.
Okay. Shall we head out, brother?
Clap him on the shoulder and I start walking towards the door.
Bordy's still staring at the fire. Bordy's confused.
Igni.
I'm gonna head out the door as well. To the skis.
Fern, Fern looks over at you, Bordy, and then like starts to approach. And since you're staring at the fire, she like waves her hand in front of your eyes.
I'm still staring at the fire.
You feel a sharp push. Bordy.
Ah!
Yes.
Let's go.
Right. We're leaving. Oh. We're leaving. Yes. I'm going to just throw a glance at the fire as I walk out the door. I'm still kind of unsettled.
As we reach the door, I'll turn around. There's plenty of time for cold feet on the journey ahead.
Bordy's in his own little world right now. Bordy's got some concerns.
You proceed outside, in which case you see another horned helm individual in furs. And at this point, the snow has picked up rapidly. Now it's no longer a light sprinkle. And the sun has actually dimmed a little bit, as a little bit of an overcast of cloudiness kind of obscures it. The temperature, again, plummets a little bit further, and there's also a slight chill, as you see him have skis stuck into the ground. And you see him shiver himself and go, "As the chieftain has decreed. I hope you packed enough."
Oh.
We're as ready as we can be.
He just, and then he proceeds back inside quickly, trying to get back to the fire himself. And you all are left to your devices as you see Fern begin to strap hers on. Wow, that sounds really bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, baby, let's go. Anyway,
Now the real RP gets started.
all right,
Bordy,
Bordy, you're
Pay
up.
attention to your own skis.
What do I do with these?
Oh
You
boy.
put them on your feet.
Okay.
We start
going to-
demonstrating how to strap him to his feet.
Okay. I'm going to try to put them on. One of them's on backwards right now.
All right, somebody's got to fucking help him.
Bordy's
go.
not.
I go
somebody
over
please
and
help.
I help start helping Bordy.
Bordy's not meant
He'll
for
grab
this
one.
life.
He'll grab one foot, I'll grab the other.
You're like tying a shuck and shoes on a toddler. Got it.
Yep.
You see Fern just kind of just shake her head and then looks over at Igni.
Igni is putting on his skis just fine and looks over and kind of shrugs at Fern.
Are we
So
ready
I
yet, gentlemen?
Almost. I just So I just walk with these.
You slide with them. They've got skins on the
Slide.
bottom, so therefore you can go uphill. Which is animal fur that coats the bottom of this thing, so that way it gives direction movement forward, but the hairs dig in if they slide backwards. So it'll slow you down on your descent. If you want to stop, just turn them into a wedge. Point the tips together.
Ah, right, like a cheese wedge.
Yeah, like a cheese wedge.
Okay.
Like,
All right. I'm going to get up and try to walk.
Slide your feet along the ground. Don't walk.
Let's go dex check.
Sick.
Bucket, did he grab the poles to go with the skis, or is he just fucking sliding around?
There were poles.
I don't think he grabbed poles.
I'll just be
Okay, I'm
standing.
gonna hand him some poles.
That's a
Keep
2.
All right, let's bypass this here. Everyone through Fern and Even's direction grabs fucking poles. Everyone goes through and properly puts on their skis, either with assistance or without. And everyone is ready to travel.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Accidentally
Well,
stabbed
I'm
Igni
ready.
with this
We head
pole.
west down the mountain.
Order of movement.
Well, I
will
guess they.
be firmly in the middle.
I shall go first as usual.
Okay. So order of
Okay.
movement.
Get out of the way, Igni.
Fucking,
Igni.
fucking Ivy.
There's Odd, Bordy, Burn. You want the front or the back, brother?
I'll take the back.
He always takes it from the back.
He gets to stare at Fern's ass all day.
That's positive.
Okay. It's time.
Igni, me, 40, Fern, Odd.
That royal ass.
Now I want a dexterity checks, Mr. Bordy.
Can I stick with the 2?
No, roll.
Oh.
No. In the interest of the other party's aggravation, no.
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay. Otherwise, you're about to get stabbed with a fucking ski. So, as you all begin your travel, some more coherent than others, you begin to slide down the slope through the long, arduous journey. If you wish to proceed in any conversations for the next couple of hours, now is the time.
You wish to what for the next couple hours?
If you wish to have any conversations, because other than that, the focal point is skiing and travel. If there's anything you wish to have conversations about or discuss, now is the time. Otherwise, we will proceed on with travel until the next
Gordy's
scene.
hyperfixated on trying to not eat shit right now.
So, Fern, your sister, what is she like?
She's like the pointy end of my sword, Igni. Sharp and point penetrating.
Oh,
Queen that
No, not like. I'm just curious. If we're going to go meet with her and speak with her, what should we expect? That's my question.
As I said, that's about as poignant as her personality is. Double
Very
meaning.
well, very well. I like it.
That should be good for you, Igni.
Yes.
Sharp as a sword. As quick as a whip.
you're never going to be king?
Shut up, Bordy.
I just keep fucking skiing, bro.
Or I'll make you eat shit right now. And then have a bad time.
Careful what you wish for. I can make the inside of your mouth taste like shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
The travel continues. At this point, the wind begins to howl and pick up as you descend further, following the trail. You proceed westward down the slope of the mountain, nearing the edge line at the base level of the mountain. Hours have passed by, and the sun at this point has reached its downward fall descent. At this point, in the distance, a fog begins to roll, but through that fog you can make out the tree line. And also a body of water to your north begins to form. But the fog and mist itself, as you begin to descend, controlled, down the mountainside, that fog begins to stretch. The fog itself is a grayish colored hue. And you know that if you descend fully down the slope, you will descend into the fog.
You said gray, not green, right?
The
Gray.
fog. The fog would be a good kind of concealment for us. No one should find us potentially if they would be looking for us. And if we, yes.
I was gonna say, you remember the last time thing?
Well, that's
You remember the
gray
last time
fog,
we went?
not green fog. Not sure if your color senses are out of touch, but that's normal fog.
What if it's not?
Well, then
You
we
make-
take our chances.
You make a good point, Igni. It will cover our tracks or our trail, but it can also cover others also. So keep your ears open and your heads on a swivel.
We should make the river by night, though, the body of water by nightfall. What say all of you?
You see Fern shift with unease. Do we have torchlight?
Aye, that we do. I have one.
Ooh.
Farcock.
Do you want to travel
do.
to
I have plenty.
Skirnborg, or do we want to travel to Uppsala, or do we want to follow up the coastline and see if we can't find someone to take us to Sister Feasting? Sisa Feasting.
I don't think Uppsala would be a good idea.
Then we shall travel up the coastline to the west of the inlet, until we can find some type of shipyard or a small fishing community that will help us cross over to Jutland.
I only say that because I'm sure the king will be having Uppsala in its crosshairs.
And Fern, are you intending on lighting a torch in the fog? Or just having it by your side in case it is needed?
We'll have to be able to see.
By lighting a torch, that also makes a scene.
She puts her hand on her hips. So what would you recommend, Odd?
Take our direction and stick to it. My brother is very good with orienting himself. We stay close to each other to where we can see each other, but do not give ourselves away. Not yet, anyways.
Whatever, just don't bang her skis against mine.
I'll leave that for someone else.
She starts stomping off. A little bit more aggressively than she should with her fucking skis.
I pull out my 50-foot rope and I look to my brother and tell him to get his out.
And pull mine out.
I tie Igni to the front of the rope, and then myself, and then Bordy, and then Lance that tie the two ropes together. So, Odd and Fern can tie themselves to the rope as well. So now we shouldn't lose each other. So basically, fixed rope together. Same thing you use as if you're traveling across glaciers or anything else.
Correct. It's mountaineering. Yep.
Mhm.
Smart. Very smart.
Any resistance?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. This is a good idea.
Everyone is roped and entangled.
I approve.
Yeah.
Unless something
now-
grabs us all.
Giggity.
Well, it's got to pull five fucking people then.
All right. I assume there's further descent.
Yeah.
Into
Can we
the
make
woods.
it to the water before nightfall?
If you carry on your current course and current rate of speed, you will get there right as the sun dips.
So we shall camp at the edge of the water at nightfall.
Yes.
Alibis,
Good.
mulligans, questions, remarks?
No questions
Nope.
here?
Constitution
Onward.
rolls because it's getting real fucking cold.
It's getting cold. It's getting cold in this bitch.
Uh,
Constitution save?
Roll that bitch.
That's a 10 for me.
Nice.
10?
10.
10.
Teen.
All right. Igni 20, not natural.
Okay, dirty.
And
10 too?
I got a 10.
Okay.
6
10.
plus 4.
All right.
You get an 8.
Oh, odd. You will suffer a level of exhaustion. The temperature drop is substantial as you guys look at the misty fog looming before you and decide to plummet into its depths. Your visibility begins to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink the deeper you go. It's almost as if at this point that you can barely see 5 feet in front of you, merely the taut tightness of the rope entangling each other, as all you see before you now is a looming mass of swirling gray, and the temperature itself drops to such lengths that you are shivering despite the heating of your body's movement through exhaustion and through exertion. Despite this, you continue on your course of path, knowing your direction, until the fog begins to slightly clear enough to where you can see looming in front of you the body of water as the sun begins to dip. It's at this point that you are now, the sky is now a very vibrant orange as the sun plummets deeper and deeper and deeper into its night. The sun is about halfway through when you have reached your destination and your ordained campsite.
Gentlemen, we have arrived.
Start preparing a snow cave.
Finally.
Camp down for the night.
You see Fern quickly
how deep is
detie.
this? How deep is the snow right now?
Think like depth from actual hard ground.
Yeah, like is it like up to my knees? It's my ankle. Like
Oh
how
no,
deep?
you through with the skiing, you're not going to sink. So
you're right.
it's unable to be determined.
Okay. But
Shove your
Right.
pole down in there.
You're at a point with
Well,
a body of water, so you're not that high above, sea level per se. So
right. So it's not that deep. That's what I'm inferring from this.
Well, the snow powder could be deep, but where the
Right.
water smashes against the shore.
Well, I'm gonna stab my
Um,
pole into the snow and see how far it goes deep down, and then judge based on that.
strength,
Strength.
because the snow is very clumpy.
I see. Strength check.
Um,
Roll.
It's been fucking ice for fucking snowing for 3 years, bro. Snow might be a little
That is a
deep.
12 for strength.
You push in, and your pole goes about 2 inches deep before you can't push further past it, because once you hit it, it's almost like hitting hard clay.
Oh goodness.
Oh shit! Are we able to dig a snow cave?
Might be a little difficult, but
Is the body of water frozen currently?
yes.
Is there snow on it?
No.
Noted.
We need some wood. There are sparse woods around.
Yes, there are.
Okay. Collect some wood for a fire.
To
Me and
describe
my
it, it's like you crested down upon here. It's not quite a valley, but like so to your left-hand side, your westernmost side, you'll see slight clumps of trees through this fog. Because it's cleared up enough to kind of give you about 20, 30 feet of visibility. But like the beginning of it. Plus, there's various brushes. But the thing is, here the trees have ice. They have icicles descending. So it's very, very, very cold. Here, because the trees themselves are frozen.
Okay. I'm gonna assist in foraging for wood for a fire. And also employing my natural explorer feature should help with the gathering of supplies and materials.
Okay. Let's say that you're going to spend how many, like an hour, 30 minutes gathering materials?
How long are you gonna be out, Odd?
Nope. How long it ever takes us to dig this out, so we have a warm place to stay tonight.
Then I'll go out for 30 minutes. If natural explorer should make it easier, so we'll go out for about 30 minutes, and then we'll see what we can find. Get kindling and whatever else for a fire.
Well, what was that length of time?
30 minutes.
You know what? Yeah, 30 minutes.
What is everyone else doing? I know
I'm
Odd.
digging a snow cave.
Bordy's exhausted, but I will assist where needed. Even, can I assist you anywhere?
Yeah, you can help me move this fucking snow and ice and pack it down on top, so therefore we build a snow cave so we can go inside and be warm.
We're
In the-
building a house?
It's just a hole. I hand him a piece of jerky.
Fern begins to gather snow inside of a pot to prepare for boiling for hydration.
Be sure to pack the snow in the pot.
She just looks over.
Do you want a strength check for digging or what?
No. In that 30-minute time frame, it's enough to at least give a decent sized snow shelter plowing through due to the fact that it's kind of on a slope. If not, you can always pack it. Due to the fact that the snow itself is clumpy, it's actually beneficial because it's sturdy. So,
Not powder.
no, it's not a powder. No. Nope, it's clumpy. So, it's just hard to, without proper tooling, dig into, but it can be piled up and burrowed. So,
Do you have a shovel?
Glad I do not.
Can you make a shovel? Is that considered a weapon?
do you have an explorer's pack or anything else like that amongst any of you?
I
Engineers?
do not.
I think my pack is an explorer's pack. I'm not sure it came with a shovel though.
No, it's crowbar and hammer, pittance.
Oh, you can definitely like you guys can break that, loosen it up, the
Yeah.
clumps, because it'll again, fucking
Yeah.
spending some time in Norway and doing some shit. You can definitely use a crowbar to clump things up to break it down and use your hands to assemble it hand-wise. You don't necessarily have to have a shovel per se.
Do you need me to? I could probably loosen this up actually, if that's what you need.
Yeah, go ahead, try.
Uh,
Swear to God, if you cast fireball.
You might want to step back. I was going to cast fireball at the spot where we want to soften up the snow.
Try to use something of lesser fire.
Firebolt?
So
Okay.
we're digging a hole that has a cover on top of it where you go in through a tunnel, and then there's a circular room inside.
Right. I figured this would make it easier to work with. I don't know. The heat melts the snow and then we kind of dig easier.
Unless it freezes into ice.
Fern goes, "For the love of Odin, just break apart the clumps and let's get going."
Okay. I'm gonna start hitting it with firebolt, where he's trying to break apart
She
the
goes,
ice.
No!
Oh my God! After the first one, boom!
But
Here, you know what? If you're going to use your stuff, just use it on this. And she puts the damn pot down.
firebolt.
On the pot.
Yes,
On the-
firebolt, not ball. Firebolt.
It hits the snow.
Okay.
It's the snow itself kind of blasts outward a little bit, but it melts into water with a little bit of steam. And the bowl itself maintains its integrity. However, roll 1d20. Why not?
Okay.
We haven't done this in a
Not
hot
attack
minute.
roll, right?
Just a 1d20, please.
Okay.
I'm not telling you.
That's a 13.
Okay, we're fine. And she goes, "There's your usefulness." And then she takes that bowl and starts. "What is your water skins?"
Uh-oh.
I reach into my chest, into the furs next to my body where I carried it before. Pull it out, hand it over.
She begins to fill it. Fills it to the brink, and then hands it back. Next.
I'll put it back inside my shirt against
Hold
my
mine out.
Theirs is filled up, but then the water is gone. Hands it back, and then she starts packing snow in again. "Well, Borty? No.
Firebolt.
Go back to helping. It's not ready yet."
Oh.
Make the water.
Wait. What?
"Go help even. When I pack this in, I will let you know when I'm ready." She seems very stressed.
Okay. Bye.
At this point, Odd and Igni have returned.
Go
All right.
back to helping shovel snow.
I'm scooping snow out of this fucking hole and pushing it out and packing it around to make
Have
a little
I-
tunnel to go in, and making sure it's smooth and rounded on the inside.
You have
Have we
gathered.
recovered?
You have gathered plenty.
Perfect.
The wood itself, through things on the ground, was actually the more benefit. It's hard as it was to the trees themselves are going to require a little bit of extra assistance because they're all frozen. So there's an ice layer you have to get through, not just the bark. But as far as scraping it off for any kind of, plus it's all wet. So it's as far as striking it up, everything's going to be fucking wet. So
That's why we have a tinderbox.
Oh. I do have a tinderbox.
So
Oh, we're gonna need someone to warm up, or at least dry the wood, maybe.
All right. Put the vent
Itch
hole
to
in the top.
fucking catch
okay,
on fire.
vent hole. You have a sizable structure at this point, and Fern is ready for you to nuke this pot.
Nuke the pot.
Hold on. Okay.
Bordy is our human microwave.
I'm just going to point a finger at and just presto, and just shoot a firebolt at it.
Please roll a d20.
Okie dokie. And that's an 11.
Okay, good. This time, it's a little bit more accurate, and the snow doesn't splash everywhere. And again, she requests skins of water to be filled.
Pull out my water skin and hand it over.
I need perception rolls from everybody.
Roll that perception.
Ooh.
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 Not sounding,
That's
it's not
a-
sounding good, gentlemen.
That's a
That's
5.
an 8.
That's really foggy out today.
Yeah, bad. It's very,
I'm
very
working on the
foggy.
ice cave. I see fuck all.
All right. Igni rolled a 10.
Man.
7 plus 3.
So, you all proceed. But at this point, the sun has descended, and night has struck. But there's no moon or stars because the fog has obscured a lot and the overcasts obscures it all. So the only light source that you have at this point is, at this point, if you're choosing to ignite it, your fire pit.
We shall ignite
Which
fire.
Fern was
If everyone's
also
okay with that.
helping work on while you guys were building the shelter, was to make sure it was enclosed
Right.
and sunk.
Yep. And then that's why we have the vent hole.
Yep.
All right, we're all ready to light the fire.
Fire.
So,
Well,
as the sun descends and the overcast is there, the warmth begins to permeate and everyone's shivers begin to subside. But I still want a constitution check because we haven't had one in a while.
Oh,
Please.
it's gonna be
Please.
13.
Fuck.
I'm gonna place my hand on my chest and cast Presto to warm my fucking clothes up.
That's
Okay.
balls.
Do I still need
shit,
to roll
where's my character sheet?
Constitution?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll just have advantage.
Igni got a 5.
Aiden, you have one level of exhaustion.
Not again.
Ooh.
14.
All right. At that point, everyone is shivering, but the fire is providing enough heat where we don't have to worry about it now. And everyone's kind of huddled in, and Fern is setting up her areas in order for resting, kind of making a comfortable area, sloshing her hands through what she needs to do to kind of hollow what she needs. With the presumption that everyone else is somewhat focused on the same thing.
Yep.
Yes.
Making sure little small areas cleared. Fucking, it's good. Fucking.
And
we have a
due
small
to
fire
the
in there, like,
due to the snowbank itself, it provides its own insulation layer and permeates. So it's almost like a not as warm as a sauna, but the same premise. And after the setup, Fern kind of just sits quietly and then stares at the fire and just kind of looks at you all.
You doing okay over there, Fern? You've been kind of a little agitated today. Was it Igni again?
even coughs and laughs out loud.
I'm just fucking turning away from that conversation.
If you tried to do something, you can tell me.
Bordy, what does all this mean? What does this explain your obsession with whatever this is that you have?
Oh, you mean this?
Recording back.
I don't think it's much of an obsession. It's more of I need to understand how to do it properly so I don't accidentally, unintentionally kill people with it.
What are we speaking of?
Magic?
You've demonstrated enough of your proficiency with that. That's why what is the obsession with this origin of yours?
I'm trying to recall how much we've told her about who currently is fucking. Okay. So, mostly just because potentially the people we are going to be overthrowing might be the one who gave me the magic. It's still a working theory.
Remind me how you got that again?
That is one of life's greatest mysteries.
So then
I
how
woke up one day and I had the magic.
so how can you be obsessed with it?
It's it's very interesting to me, and I would like to utilize it to protect my
And
friends.
immediately a big fucking claw rips through the snowbank and pulls Fern out into the darkness. And we're gonna stop there.
Holy shit!
Son of a bitch!
We'll pick up where that left off.
Well, it's a good thing we saved the fireballs.
Damn, that's it.
Yep.